and then look at their performance in the national team and what they produce. We can't divorce ourselves from the emotive part of it. Some people that is. But if we are being honest, brother, some of the money couldn't make they couldn't make the national team in some of them other countries there where we are competing now because we got the World Cup. Probably them could even make US or Trinidad. Some of the money. The way they perform for them club and the way they play for Jamaica. They're not nothing exceptional. Yeah, they would want him play. They would want him play. And that's the point I'm making in terms of that kind of emotional analysis. Is it? Because we see players come here who we hear a lot about and them show flashes. And then when them drop off, we call for them get drop out of the squad. We call for them, we don't want them on the side. And it's because we don't have an emotional connection to them progress and them development, right? So that's a part of the bias where we analyze the thing. Enough for that, for cranky layout in case. Um, EPL. You know, so this season kind of mirror last season in terms of the defending champions and just how things kind of unfold. Remember last season, City lose about 4 games on the track, and Liverpool kept winning and distanced themselves from the pack after about 10 years, after about yeah. And we see the same thing happen now with Liverpool going through a slump. Arsenal keeps winning. The only and you also had Nottingham Forest last year who were keeping up pace with the top four and maintain that for most of the season until the back end. We're seeing Sunderland a promoted team and stuff. This is why we love the EPL. I'm going on. Yeah, this is why we love the EPL because the EPL gives us competitive football week in, week out. The level of predictability in terms of results and outcomes is not, it's like in Spain where you know, say, boy, I Real Madrid Barcelona kind of thing. Yeah? Teams that come every year with effort and energy have a surprise package. And right now, the big, what we call the big four or the big three, another big four or the big three again. You have two teams that we know say like to compete, and right now one of them that look like them. They sit them in the competition. The Arsenal don't have no excuse. Yes, a point on the drop. So, yes, yeah, man. Give me a minute after the break.
Are you ready for something mega? Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels 2 promotion. April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Red Stripe, Heineken, True Milk, Ranks, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carry First Juice Concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart, best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and D'Angelo Auto Spears and Accessories Limited. Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, and Angel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876 929 9146.
You're listening to Radio, broadcasting live. Omega, Radio Omega, Radio Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports morning show, the Sports Desk.
Yeah, man. All right, look at NFL. Last night, my Green Bay Packers got the better of the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. A rematch between Aaron Rodgers, who was a former quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, legendary player for the Packers, 4 MVPs while he was there, 1 Super Bowl championship. And his protege, Jordan Love, had a stellar night last night for Green Bay. Looked really good, one of his best games, probably one of his more complete games. Throwing for 3 touchdowns, 360 yards, 29 of 37 completion attempts. And Rodgers had a good game, but the Steelers defense has looked horrible. Not typical of Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh is usually known for their defense. And they've actually invested heavily this season in getting some veteran defenders, guys like Jalen Ramsey and others, to come over. And they've been poor defense over the last 2 years. So tonight, the Kansas City Chiefs will be going up against the Washington Commanders. So interestingly, the Chiefs have won 4 games to that. Do you know that none of the teams, well, the Chiefs have only beaten one team without a winning record this season? Yes, that is the Detroit. They beat up the Ravens. They beat up the Giants. Um, they beat the Detroit team, and they beat up a Raiders team that is not. So the Lions are the only team they have beaten who have a winning record, right? So when I analyze the Chiefs and their division, the Broncos, the Chargers are competing against teams that have winning records. They have also been teams with poor records too. But the Chiefs have not yet demonstrated that they can consistently play good enough and beat them. And in their next 3 games, they are going to be facing the Bills after tonight, the Broncos, and the Colts. All of those teams are teams with winning records. So I will be able to access this team more effectively after they face the Bills, who have been a perennial rival, especially in the regular season. They have lost to the Bills more than they have beat them. The Broncos were a divisional rival, and the Colts, who are the number one team right now in the AFC. So let us see if the Chiefs are contenders or pretenders. I I I say it again. Every game, every game counts, and especially when you have lost three of 3 games already. The Chiefs would have lost their first 2 games, and then they lost again. So they're 4-3 right now. As I said, they're going to be facing a Commanders team with their number one quarterback is out. Jalen Daniels is out. So Mariota, their backup, will be playing tonight. So I wouldn't expect the Commanders to do much against the Chiefs tonight. But I'm looking at it, the Bills versus the Chiefs on the second, the Broncos versus the Chiefs on the 16th, the Colts versus the Chiefs on the 23rd, and then the Chiefs will be playing against the Chargers in December. Those games are critical games, and I will be able to assess the Chiefs and whether or not the Chiefs are back after those games. Yeah, man. Big up. Yeah.
What? You? Yeah, man. I see. Yeah, man. I thought, I don't know what I'm going to speak. I can start it down the tower or something. Yeah. Yeah, man, bro. That's it. That's it. No, no, all right. Oh, I'm saying Whisper was in England, right? There's people who are in front of the national team right now. In England. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but man, what is sentiments of people? Remember, a lot of them people that look at the same sentiments. No, I'm saying the same sentiments that local people have for this. The same sentiments them have for the local players. And him play football, end up overseas, and they would like to see the national team. That the same sentiment. Whether one is better than other, is not fear for the public people them who are calling the national team. Because you have a player like played in the Premier League, he's in academy, dominating the PL2. They gave him an opportunity to go play League Two, 4 goals and an assist in 10 games. That player nobody different. Yeah, man. Sometimes there are people saying no people to lower leagues and give in time. And it's not what a players. You're talking about the players of Hurricane was one. Was in the Premier League academy. And they never special in a league one. But sometimes it just happens. Certain that he doesn't become better than he is right now, then that's just one of those things in football. But he can very well switch the clock and turn out to become a good footballer. All I'm saying is that there are players out there that I think are performing. And a lot of people not looking. There's a guy named Keenan Davis. He has what? 8 Serie A, 3 goals and an assist in the Serie A. Right. So, for if it's here already, people are just okay with who is here already. My time. My time. Yes, Zidane. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. All is well? All right. Guidance and protection, no? All right. So I see CT, I see CT highlighting some things about certain players. I mean, he's talking about Hurricane. Hurricane was always a good finisher, right? So from him young till till we see what he did in the Premier League. What happened when Hurricane went to championship? The first time around in the championship, I think he scored I think, 4 goals. Was very young at that time. And then when he went there again, he was 16, goals in the championship. The fact of the matter is, remember when I made the call and I was saying, I'm playing devil's advocate and I was saying that Dixon serious problem of making the squad if we make it to World Cup. Remember that call? Yes. Because you're looking at Leon Bale, you're looking at Demara Gray, and I would have think that if we're going to the World Cup, Mason Green will also come in. There's three players that better than Dixon will be coming into the squad. So Dixon game is of course in problems and he needs to perform in at League Two. I am the one that said, listen, if we're going to League Two to get some players to play for Jamaica, that's a joke. That's why we never rate Craig Lee. You remember that as well, right? Yeah, so if Dixon is not performing in League Two going to the World Cup, he's going to struggle to get in the squad. And I also think that Whisper needs to go on loan this January to get to play some football with some older people. And I believe again, with more players coming in, less will have what Whisper look, but I don't believe that he needs to play against big people in a competitive league, right? Not the U21 league that is there because here that he's better than him. From a couple of games that I see, him just look like him way ahead at the opponents that he's facing in that competition. But no, I want to talk about Manchester United. I also remember a call I made. People, yeah, you hear me, Zidane? Yeah, man. I remember calling and I said, people, it is not as bad as what people are making it out to be. If you look at the raw statistics, there's a thing that's called chance created. Number of shots that Manchester United is taking, we're just not finishing. Prior to that call, Man U put two past Sunderland, but I think three past Burnley, two past Liverpool, and no four past. Um, and after that call, not after that call, Man U start score some goal and we start going. The problem was that Manchester United was always creating the chance but not scoring them. Now that we're scoring them now, it just look like a different team. Yeah? And what I think now is that the coach himself, Ruben, yeah, yeah, man. And also, I think also we have to give Ruben some beating. I have to give him a little bit of credit because I see we're actually behaving like a coach now. Behaving like a man who sit around a video, look at certain teams, highlight the weaknesses, and then deal with it. For example, him look at Brighton, realize that Danny Welbeck is not necessary. He's playing as a centre forward, but bro is all over the field. Chopping in, linking the play, and then keep the wingers them wide. What if every single time that ball goes into Danny Welbeck, Luke Shaw or Dilly, on him toes, right at him heel, win this ball up high, and then we get to deal with it. There's also a player that is in their midfield that every time that man can't get the ball, Manchester United players are all over. That is the player play beside Maliba, that is Ayari. Yeah, I think he were number 25. So no, I'm starting to see the coach looking like him actually have a game plan. Just like why I identify the game plan against Liverpool. I hear Baxter talking about the first ball. Manchester United plan against Liverpool was never to win the first ball. The plan was always to get the second ball.
Give a little, a little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38 and a half Redlands Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandler's Place, Popping Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bayway Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay. Track and field teams, are you ready? Go straight to Western Sports for all your track and field needs, like spikes, high jump equipment, throwing implements, hurdles, not to mention your team tracksuits, running tights, vests, and shorts.
Whether you're a beginner or a record breaking professional team, Western Sports has to be your first choice for everything track and field. Visit Western Sports in Kingston, Ocharias, or Montego Bay. Western Sports, the sports people.
Is your business ready for the future? Upgrade Qualcomm Cloud Phone System. Enjoy seamless, crystal clear communication without the hassle of traditional phone lines. Our cloud-based solutions let you connect from anywhere and anytime. Experience the freedom and reliability of the cloud. Visit qualcommja.com today or call 876 906 7240 and take your business communication to the next level.
You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega Radio. Omega Radio.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports morning show, the Sports Desk.
They say 12 points from those games. I think we're serious now. I think we're serious now. How it is now at Manchester United, we can't look too far. Just take that game at a time. And I've always maintained that us playing one time per week is not a very good thing for opponents, considering that the players that we have. Because one of the players that playing one time per week is benefiting actually is Casemiro. I just think that over the last two games against Liverpool, I thought it was excellent. It was excellent. And in the last game against Brighton, excellent again. And you're thinking that those two teams are teams that press a lot in the middle of the park. Albeit that Liverpool never had a chance to press him in the middle of the park. Brighton did. And he looked good in that game. So I think we're a decent unit now. And I've always maintained that, we see what it looks like after 17 games. We tell you this, where exactly I think it's position. Right at is looking forward to the national first game. You have to take it as I said, a game at a time. But with the players that we have, Cunha and Bomo, Bruno Fernandes, and to a lesser extent, Tesco, we always have the chance to score at least 2 goals a game. It's all about locking down the stopping teams from scoring on us. And I think the new goalkeeper is a better fresh air. Commands his box really well, comes and take corners, catch corners. He doesn't risk the ball like a Onana would in terms of waiting to get rid of the ball and those kind of things. And I haven't seen him made any significant mistakes, so that it cost a goal or not. Particularly, there was a chance for Bright Zidane where he man curled the ball and it was going inside the goal. And he waited until the last minute to make a decision whether he dive in or not. And he did, and he got a fingertip to it on it. I've seen about 5 of those goals scored against Onana, in which Onana is going one side and not waiting long enough to pick up the straight side of the ball. So he's also the goalkeeper. That's a good addition to the team. And of course, when Licha gets back, that's Martinez. It's now give for Manchester United another player who can pass the ball from outside the box, another aggressive player in the press. So looking at those two, Licha coming back and the fact that we're playing one time a week and some confidence in the players and the attacking players are very good as well. So we can do a thing. But after 17 games, if we're anywhere near the top, say 4 6 points behind, Arsenal in for a chase. After 17 games, we can't. Remember, you know, the first time we played this contract, because we started off playing very difficult. Well,
remember I was highlighting the very difficult games that we started off the season with. I know the feature should get a bit lighter, but it's the Premier League. You might turn up and think because Leeds is not doing well, you can beat Leeds, or West Ham is not doing well, you can beat West Ham and they beat you. So you have to be able to take every game serious and play every game. There's no weak team in the Premier League. They have to do what you have to do. But I tell you for it again. After 17 games, we look at it as tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Hello. Hello. Oh, go on, man. You know, sir, I must give you some credit, bro. Yeah, for sports discussion. I'm talking to a joke, and I know my fault. You understand? Yeah. The people Arsenal really know, I'm a football reason, You understand me? Yeah, break it down and get football reason. Yeah? Yeah. When they came on to Liverpool, I said, yeah, man. I'm not going to say, when it came at the Liverpool side, because I say it is easier for a coach to have a set side. A new coach have a set side and the good, more than a new coach have a new side. And see now, Liverpool have a new side. And anyway, say in 1988, when Gilbert came, Arsenal win the title here, the 88, 89. That's cool, man. I tell you that, man. Liverpool will win 80, 87, 88. Liverpool will win 87, 88. And then no Arsenal they win 88, 89. Yeah, man. And Gilbert. Yeah. Huh? Where's that? Wonderful, man. Every time Arsenal win, I see some big stamp come to Jamaica. That's a wonderful news, bro. That's what I tell you. Arsenal, that's about wonderful. That's what I tell you. So that people can't take me serious. Anyway, they lose the money cup to Charlie Smith. And that was the last time football played in we call it in a Sabina Park because they never no light. And the game got the penalty shootout. You understand? And don't know that Charles Smith in their finals. And Charles Smith beat them on penalty. Yeah. I think that was the last time Oliver Clue, how you know his name, did coach them. And that was it. Like, yeah, you understand. So huh? Yeah, I went to Triple Crown with Charles Smith, but he wasn't the coach. He wasn't the coach that year. But he won a Triple Crown with them. Oliver, I think Oliver was the coach, and Jeremy was his understudy. But Oliver was a Oliver. You hear me? Oh, okay, okay. Oliver was sick man, was sick man, Every time Charlie Smith do them kind of this kind of, So you understand? So yeah. Hey, Arsenal people, Arsenal have been stormy here, sir. Remember, some people know that. So Arsenal people. celebrate. Mm. Mm. Okay. Yeah, so Liverpool win 87, 88, and Arsenal win 88, 89. They win. Oh, okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, you understand? Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. And a Liverpool, on a beat, you know. A Liverpool was the different champion, you know. You understand? A Liverpool was the champion 88. Yeah, man. So tell Chief, I would have consider that. But let's say, you get the point. We're going to try to say. Boy, God. You understand? Good, good. Good, go to the thing. See, for you, that foolishness. You might get quite easy. You want to understand what I say? Jesus, Father, goodness. Because if it's a champion for 88, 89, you're going to see Arsenal TV. My God. Only love it, only love argument, eh? Anyhow, well, where is it still? I'm going to get here. Is that? Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, oh. By the way, should I start off by ask you, all the stuff are going in a year, we and a year, I would, mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, well, Gilbert too. Gilbert was a nice something. But uh, like me, me can't make me can't tell a man to try work here, sir. You understand? And hurricane and those things are result of sin. Yeah, so we can ask forgiveness of it. So we can do that. It's a natural disaster, as people say. Hurricane and those things are sin. And we can pray against sin. Eh? No, people say so. You know. No, no, no. It's a sin. A sin cause hurricane, earthquake and those things. Sin. Go on and come back. Eh? No, no. Yeah, go on and come back. Go on and come back.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
Go straight to Western Sports for all your track and field needs, like spikes, high jump equipment, throwing implements, hurdles, not to mention your team tracksuits, running tights, vests, and shorts. The time by Western Sports, the sports.
3 o'clock.
You're listening to Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports morning show, the Sports Desk.
Deacon, a past and training. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Come on, man. No, man. No, man. Listen. When the world Bible study, look at Bible study for because we're on a religious station. When the earth was made, right, it was good, and natural rain used to fall. In Genesis, it said that the dew came down and watered the grass. Natural rain used to fall. The first time we say rain, like that mentioned any time in the Bible was the flood. You understand? Yeah, it was because of sin. And there's a part of the Bible says that the earth mourn and groan. Yeah, you understand? To get back to the field, to the perfect creation. You understand? So what is going on is a result of sin. You understand? Yeah, what is going on is a result of sin. So when you say the also wash and this and that and this and that is because of sin. You understand? So you can pray against it. Amen. You, you only, no. If you have no sin in the world, no. Listen again. Because of one man, well, hold on, young man, hold on, because of one, you know, because of one man, sin came into the world. You understand? So don't ask me about the Caribbean. There was no sin because the sin took place in the Garden of Eden. And the Garden of Eden, that somewhere done it, some near to Africa done it, somewhere done it. You understand? And because of that, I'm done it, I do not get affected. But I'm going to ask you about the Caribbean. You understand? So let's listen to you. Because of sin, these things are happening. If there was no sin in the world, we wouldn't be experiencing it. Yeah. By the way, your application again, nobody got to first. You understand? Nobody got to first. Yeah. You want to teach me the game this morning? Oh, see, that's it. Even though the one, yeah, and even though my argument is not for T20 and one game still, you understand? But if it was some other people, they would have tried to do that stuff. Me not follow them, you know. I could try to do that stuff. I mean, no, so you understand me argument. I mean, no, so you understand me. Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. You see, if our spinners were world class, I would go fighting against spinners. If they were world class, we have to pick all four spinners. It's because we don't say them no world class. Because we don't say them no good. Because we don't say we don't have the passion. You understand? To make any. Yo, what a body. Say it again.
It was a lonely night, a night like this, when I lay down on my bed. When I thought about the God I serve, and all I'm going through, as the memories rush down through my mind, cause tears unto my saying to myself, I must rise and go and testify. Cause I was made to serve God, and together we live forever. Man was made to serve God, and together we live forever. Upon this earth on which I try to teach the word of God, my Bible is my only shield and the music is my rock. I pray that God will hear my voice and listen when I call. But all they do is carry on like they don't care at all. When I was made to serve God, and together live forever. I was made to serve God, and together live forever. Was a lonely night, a night like this, when I lay down on my bed. When I thought about the Christ and all I'm going through, as the memories rush down through my mind, it brought tears down to my
You know? Yeah, good idea. So like get it in studio. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I would say I wish there was time for me. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, man, boy. That's the invitation you know work for brother. That's time for this your one brother. Yeah, that's all we can do. Yeah, so we're there upon the go and get the necessary and button down and all. So, as I said, not the phone where we have, you see me? Yeah, but when you have yourself Friday night on the track, so once that go through everything else, that's really matter. You see? You great, man. But I know we like to get that man, so get a party different, man. No uptown, man. And I guarantee, you know, food is different. That's what we have some chances there. You see me? It was a celebration. So we turned to our people, and our people, you know, say, we was going to get the support. It doesn't matter. Rain and shine, we don't say. I just get the thing different. You know that. Mm-hmm. But you know, when Baggio come a 15 Spaniard, you know, run away, man. You know, I think that Baggio come with, man. I use my head, brother. I think Liverpool started for us. That's what that man I do. No, Liverpool started probably in my try to for Arsenal. No, man, you know, my youth psychology look a while, you know. I tell you, say, Arsenal are bringing star money. Liverpool are bringing destruction. No matter Liverpool get and we get star, you know. And Liverpool win this year when we get star, you know. So much Arsenal, you know, you know, and Liverpool win 8 when we get the you know. And Liverpool win this year and we get Melissa, you know. Huh? Yeah, and Liverpool, I just think Liverpool win 2020 and we get Corona. It was, hey, so every time Liverpool win, we get sitting down there. So I'm going to go chances for Arsenal for. And Liverpool, yes, bad things happen. I'm going to chances for Arsenal. You see it. And we don't win the league. And we never win the league in that Gilbert Cup. I'm a tricky man, a tricky brother. I was going to say, man, there when the title, when the world, where Earth about to come here. Tricky man, a tricky brother. That in the man. We have a car in our characters in that. We couldn't let you get over that one then. Not at all. But I could show them the and it's far away. We don't need that right there now. You see me? But we look good, man. As we don't tell her that alone can make do that right now. That's true. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Especially when you contenders and top five to that. That's important. Yeah. General, any chance when I get I want mistake where keeper my neck or Saliba still my give us something, We don't really give a chance when I really get a mistake we really make us, And a real chance, You see me? And as you said, who come in on our back and team lockdown. And that's the difference in our team this year. So
So we can't worry about Saliba or Gabriel go down. We might in a problem. Because it looks like no matter who sitting on our back line, we still solid. Boy, hey, Zidane, you know what? Who general on our back? Yes, you know. Yeah, general on our back. Zidane, man. General, man. Mm. Injury. Yeah. Man, a general, that. Well, true. Zidane. More signing, rather than come in with record. Yeah, I'm tell you one major one that well now. The keeper. You remember when the man put on field? Listen, I was mad as well, especially in a little mistake. Yeah, so much old man to take Ramsdale what I know, Ramsdale what, and you know what, Jordan, because he came on the back of a brilliant season, Ramsdale did have the season before, and that's you know. Yeah, man, Ramsdale did have a good season the season before, man. I was really good, man. I was kind of mad coach this, but right, as I say, we can't blame him for nothing. We cannot blame him for building a good squad. He can't carry over a line, at least doing job already, just to get match up in the season. Yeah. Mm. That is, yep, I'm up to man. I'm up to man. I think they have to win something. I'm up to go. In build a good team, but not like as you say, it's really bad at get to the ball. But they can't deliver, I'm sorry. You don't know swell and you just have. Yeah, man, big up yourself, man.
Praise the Lord. Greetings and salutations to all of our wonderful, wonderful friends all over Jamaica. Listen, this is Dr. John Wayne Manning from Omega Church and Omega Radio. It has always been my dream to establish community work here in Jamaica. Television, church, humanitarian work here in Jamaica. And as you know, we have been doing the radio since 2022. The time has come. We're calling all help kingdom minded citizens, putting together this team in Jamaica. We're looking for helpers, kingdom minded helpers from hospitality, humanitarian, administration, coordination, media for television and radio production. If you're looking for more and you'd like to be a part of this team from Omega Center, Jamaica, I'd like you to give me a call. 876 204 9356. If you'd like to do more, serve more. This is for serious leaders that really, really want to make an impact in the life of our fellow Jamaicans for the Lord Jesus Christ. Text me at that line, and a member of my US team or European team will reach out back to you. Thank you and God bless you. I hope you're ready to serve. Text me at 876 204 9356. A member of my team will reach out to you expeditiously to expedite this help. Omega Center Jamaica, local team invitation. Be a part of it. Let's change Jamaica and make Jamaica great again.
listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Good afternoon. Yeah, man. See you there. Yeah. Remember, I probably weather, the weather, and the end of the region, so I don't know, and the place just overcast. The low bad. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. I don't know getting good traction on report. Yeah, so no. So my point is that given the context of Jamaica team, right? And given the players at our disposal, if it is that say if Jamaica was picking off the basis of merit, Zidane, and saying club performances, neither Whisper nor Dixon would be in the mix for Jamaica. So somewhat Jamaica's circumstances is different. So because of that, you have to take into consideration factors as if they came into the team and how they play. So if somebody says Whisper in, Dixon out, Dixon in, Whisper out. It's on the basis of what as you even say, is playing for Jamaica. It is no club basis because on club basis, neither of them would be above the other players that are in the team playing on the wing, whether you say like them or not, because all the other players are playing senior high level football, and they are getting far more game time at that level. So, Mhm. And that's why I'm saying to you that the sentiments of that is just as Jamaican sentiment because in reality, if the team is picking other outside of that factor, no, they're not going to pick you if you're not playing first team football. It's just Jamaica and Trinidad and them local team there that these players could have been selected or considered to be selected for. But anyway, go ahead with the question. They say I have a question when asked. As I said, the two players, the two Whisper and Dixon, two of them. Mm. Are available. All of the players are available. Whisper and Dixon are the ones that are not getting picked. If I was the coach, and if all the wingers are all available, that is my opinion, and that is backed by the performance of the other players. So the players who may bring in are them may keep. The Cephas, Bailey, them are captain. Tyrese Campbell. Yeah, we'll stick with that player over Whisper. No, I'm with not understanding talent. Not to understand sentiment. It's sentimentally. He never looked better than Tyrese Campbell. And Tyrese Campbell not get no game against Bermuda. So am I going exactly. So no, me I say if I'm all right, look for this. He's just like nothing has to make up.
I mean, Zidane. Zidane. Go on. You hear me? You know, the phone thing rough today still. What CC say? You must drop a whisper? No, man, I can't believe this, man. I cannot believe this, man. That is the worst statement me ever hear a man make about soccer for the whole 2025. Me curable player on the team, you would drop them CC? What is wrong with you? My word. To me, Whisper is one of the only players I would never drop. Of course, you wouldn't be. I wouldn't even think about it. I wouldn't think about it. By the way, them said them are the guru still, so I mean, I got too pressure. But boy, that statement, that's one ridiculous to me, Zidane. Yeah, Zidane, more touch a couple NBA things with there. First thing, big up to the virgin Andre. Andre of the elite group fame. Right? Long before this draft, me and him had a conversation and he told me that he's an educator and he used to teach the guys. Yes, yes, yes.
Track and field teams, are you ready? Go straight to Western Sports for all your track and field needs, like spikes, high jump equipment, throwing implements, hurdles, not to mention your team tracksuits, running tights, vests, and shorts. Whether you're a beginner or a record-breaking professional team, Western Sports has to be your first choice for everything track and field. Visit Western Sports in Kingston, Ocho Rios, or Montego Bay. Western Sports, the sports people.
Is your business ready for the future? Upgrade to Wacom Cloud Phone System. Enjoy seamless, crystal clear communication without the hassle of traditional phone lines. Our cloud-based solutions let you connect from anywhere and anytime. Experience the freedom and reliability of the cloud. Visit wacomja.com today or call 876-906-7240 and take your business communication to the next level. It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited. Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, and Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Oh, by the way, Zidane, I should have given you some credit for brave it out to come out for the show. Big respect for that. Hey, the man that text me said me to beat CC some more in Zidane. Yeah, man, he deserve the beating, man. Yeah, man, an awful statement by your CC, man. Awful statement. Yeah, so back to the NBA, Zidane. Like I said, Andre was telling me about this guy, VJ Edgecombe, before the draft. You understand? And by watching him, Zidane, I have seen a star is born in the NBA, but This kid is. Oh, Zidane, I know what I like about him is the confidence that he plays with. That is the thing about those kind of players, you know. Immediately him look like the most confident player out there. More than MB, more than Maxi, everybody. I like it. I like it. Wemby looking like the MVP again, Zidane. Also, Chet is playing very well too. That rivalry is really gonna take off. You know. Chet and Wemby. So NBA is off to a good start. I like what I'm going. Now, well, the only concern about Wemby was health, because I mean, even last season it started out good enough, and I mean he has a better team this year with these guys, so I figured he would be in the running, but I don't think I didn't have anybody as a prohibitive favorite. I don't think I had anybody as a prohibitive. One thing I realized, oh, yes, Luca. It's hard to put your money on Luca with his injury in history still, you know. And and the thing is, him probably are going to be called on to do a lot more this season with LeBron out. So the chances of him getting hurt is going to be a lot too, you know. So, but he's played well though. Them 2 games he did play very well. You know who's playing very well? Austin Reeves is playing great balls with that. Can't believe it. So it's, you need the man to that on the court for him to shine. Yeah, that is true. That is true. You can't get carried away with regular season ball. You know what I mean? We never had any NFL over the weekend, Zidane. As you know, the NFL is not going to be played until tonight. By the way, Zidane, you know what is the name for NFL football shoes? Like how you say football boots and basketball sneakers. Them call it cleats, right? Cleats. Cleats. Yeah, so me I tell you, the God in cleats I go play tonight. Just like how Black Jesus used to play in a Chicago in a sneakers. No, God in cleats I go play tonight. You understand? So they play the Washington Commanders. It's a pity. Yeah, yeah. Jaden Daniels won't be in the game though, which is a pity. That is the Washington quarterback. Because I wanted to see him. A pity. Hopefully Washington can keep up a little bit. Because I really now want to see my home play 3 quarters again on a national stage. I want him get some competition so he can be out there long. Because this Chiefs team really dominating at this moment. You understand, Zina? Yeah. One thought on the weekend though, my Super Bowl team from over in the NFC, the Green Bay Packers, preacher team I'm a pick. Boy, they look really good last night. Very, very good combat win against a good team, you know what I mean? So Pittsburgh was playing well before, had the best record, one of the best records in the history, and them kind of humbled him last night. It was a return game for Aaron Rodgers, as you know, he played for the Packers for a long time. But he get shut down, but still, I mean, he started well, but towards the latter half of the game, boy, Jordan Love and the Packers, they took command and just dominated. The defensive line looked good. So right now at this point, Zidane, I'm super confident about my Super Bowl pick. One last question before I go, Zidane. Did you watch El Clasico this weekend? Boy, that strike with them take it from Mbappe the ball. The one them they barely offside. No, that is what you call a strike, Zidane. The man take it like a real poacher, brother. But this go there for me, it's offside rule, boy. May I tell you, boy, when the man have to go down to the nanometer have to go rule a man offside, boy. Just I don't know if it's sick. Yeah man, yeah man, yeah man. But it was a great game though. Yamal kind of young feet. In time will come, you know what I mean? But I am not the season this still really dominating. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, watch tips, so yeah, watch your strength. So even if you have counters now, when people counter your A move, you have to have a counter and go to your B move. You know what I mean? So interesting weekend of sports, man. But big up to yourselves, Zidane, to come out of the rain, come keep the show here, sir. Yeah, man. Respect. Yeah. Bless up.
Zidane, what's up? Dangerous in five. Look, Zidane, I don't want to take my talk from man like Baggio and Mount Salem and the man that would tell you. I take the talk and the man I talk about if Arteta don't win this year, them for fire man all them little thing. The big man, the man that I mean Arsenal, no good. The man that want to go back to the place where we did there where we have finished down the table and all them little thing there. So me, I got trust in Arteta. And once the team continue to perform, me still a supporter Arteta. You come with this Arteta out argument. Where you come from that with? Oh, a couple weeks ago, Zidane. No, the man, the way I talk about the talk earlier in the season wasn't if him not winning to go. So if a five, him, yeah man, yeah man, yeah man, yeah man. There are number of guys who said if him don't win this year and he has been in charge and he has finished second 3 years in a row, we should get rid of him. It's the most asinine comment me ever hear in my life. Exactly. Exactly. Well, it's the first time I ever hear somebody after 9 games so that it's comfortable because you have a 6 point lead over over the big team. Oh, how much are we ahead of Man City? Because I think Man City, yeah. All right, cool. It's the first time I ever hear from 10 games out, 9 games out rather, not even a fourth of the season, and people say if you don't win, you forget fired. Or it's a huge. That's man, but you know what to take the datings them from Badger Mount Sarah. Man, I mean Arsenal no good big man. Now let me switch it up. Me and Nick talk last week. I don't really want to spend all the time with Nick. But Nick apparently don't know what a must pick in the squad. When we say somebody is not a must pick in the squad, we mean that we're indifferent. If the coach pick him get picked. If the coach drop him get dropped. We're not blocking a road if somebody who is not a must pick get dropped. That is the point. Well, Mount Salem, you can't understand that. No, Mount Salem, I mean Nick. So now, this was stupid point about everybody in our side no good. So even some simple man can be a must. Because foolishness at all, man. Foolishness at all. Look how Athenians get dropped. And when Athenians get dropped, we just say, go. You see? And he was a fairly okay prospect in terms of in terms of the test cricket. So if Morton and bowl well, like you know, some Morty get dropped from the team this morning, and Morty, you would think that he's in him right team in that white ball team, but him going through a team. And before that, I saw that he was highly inconsistent in test cricket. So if him get dropped from the squad, that's what we mean. He's not a must pick. It's not rocket science. We'll move from that. No, 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 the final thing, Sammy. And me not lie, me tell people I supported Sammy being given the keys to the city with respect to the test team. And but he was doing what I thought was a very good job with the white ball team. Some people said in the see the stats are there to show that he improved the team. If you don't want to sit down and laugh and say, boy, the team improved and I got through a slump, no one can laugh, but he did show clear improvement on the side and he's now got the keys. But me personally think that some man vexed because it was a Jamaican who was running the test team and his Jamaican get fired. The thing says some of that tonight. So everybody really depends on Sammy kids. Sammy play 2 test nations so far. He play Australia and he play India. With the quality that we have right now in the teams today, if somebody did look on you 2 years ago and say, go play Australia and India and them going to sweep you, what would you have said? Yeah.
So me not trying to impose. Um, I'd have to go back through and go and look on it. And the win Australia, the win against Australia. The win against the win against Australia was remarkable. But people forget that we went to England after that Australian win under Kohli and got swept straight up. We got Bangladesh at home against we went and played South Africa. I think after that under Kohli and lost that series here in the Caribbean. And then we then went and played Bangladesh, and right here in the Caribbean against School. You see? So, yeah. So I want to give Sammy a chance, but we know that they have some man and man already set against Sammy, and I think it's unfair. I seen trying stuff with the team that are amazing. You see? Now, I've never heard the West Indies Cricket Board in a long time get up and send players abroad and have them playing in India to try to develop them spin bowling and develop the way that they're playing against spin. John Campbell will not be captain in the Super 50 side. You see? We're going on tour in December. We're not going to play a single game in the Super 50 because the word is he's preparing himself for New Zealand. So I want to watch that series. How it is, yeah, man, no problem. Respect.
Give a little something. $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bay West Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
For all your electrical needs, please visit Tanjo Electrical Sales, shop number 2, Dubai Plaza, 33 East Tradeway, Portmore Town Center. We stock panel boards, PVC trunking and boxes, circuit breakers, meter sockets, PVC conduits and fittings, electrical wires and cables, wiring devices, isolators, and a whole lot more. Credit and debit cards accepted. Call us at 876-939-8712. or 328-0944. Tanjo Electrical Sales. Service with a smile. Lawson's Block Making and Hardware. Your one-stop shop for quality blocks, sand, stone, steel, cement, tools, and all other building material. We prepare quotations for bank loans and NHT submissions. We have the best deals for hardware and contractors, and we rent heavy-duty equipment. Visit us at 2 Rockland Road, Anchovy, St. James, or call 876-912-3398 or WhatsApp 876-860-4203. Lawson's, the best price, best quality in blocks.
You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega Radio. Omega Radio. Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
So, yeah, man, Nick. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I agree with the man. Like you know what the argument was. Eh? So that's what does this mean? What is main argument about motive? That motive in Right, but what was the argument? The more because of inconsistency, don't him use the word too. Right. So my call was to say if the criteria for a must pick or not to be a must pick is inconsistency, then would I lose three quarter of the squad? That's my argument. What? And my argument was before this series, right? You couldn't call Morty not a must pick based on the games that he had before, right before the series. You understand? If you want to use the series and say, all right, Morty is not a must pick because he messed up the series, then go ahead, no problem. Me agree with you. Now I'm gonna take that from you. But, yeah, fine. And if that's the case, that's a three quarter of the squad. You know? And in look, no, I agree with that. I agree with that. You know, you're not, you're not a, you're not no, but no one is a must pick, but you're more right. You're more likely, right? You're more likely to be picked. So you're gone like you're on top of the must pick. Um, you know, you're gone on top of the must pick ladder because because of your performance. You get what I say? Now, if you want to use the series and take him off of the ladder, no problem because him really mess up the series. I have no problem with that. But if you use criteria of inconsistency, then who we are going to pick? Now, when you go to him talk about Sammy, defense of Sammy, right? Now, what we are talking about? We're not going to say India or Australia wouldn't sweep us. Of course, India and Australia will sweep us at any time. But you just asked him the correct question. Is how we get swept. And the Kohli, we not get swept to 27. Right? You see more fight on the Kohli. So, you know, when him come with the rubbish about who, if anybody think India or Australia wouldn't see the West Indies. Of course, nobody in them right mind wouldn't say India or Australia wouldn't see the West Indies. But what is, yeah, you understand? So even the last story out in India, where in a second innings, the man there, some fight and everything there. No, at that we want to see. We don't want to see we are ball out to 27, and then you who me. So yeah, but the point is asking a question, asking a question, asking a question like that. Yeah, man, so no, asking a question like that to defend Sammy. That is not an honest question. But who in them mind thinks that India, Australia wouldn't see the West Indies? That's an honest question. Because really and truly, that is not what the West Indies public is talking about right now. We are talking. We not expect our team right now to beat Australia or India in a series. But at least maybe we look forward that we can draw even one series. We can our draw match them. We don't have to get swept. That's what we're talking about. So anyway, give somebody else a chance. Look more.